Alright, what's going on, guys? Steel Twins back at you with another video.
Yeah, man, as you guys can tell by the title and by the screen, we are doing our full first round mock draft, man. We did one last year, so we thought we'd do one again this year. Now we're gonna do, I think we're gonna do 2 or 3 of them. We're gonna do one before the combine, which is obviously this week, this Friday, of course. We're gonna do one before the combine. We're gonna do one after the combine, and we might do one just before, maybe even the day right before the NFL draft. So we'll see what happens, man. But anyway, let's just get right into it. Obviously, the first overall pick is, of course, the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory. Their defensive line is kind of awful. Their rushing defense is an abomination. So there's no other pick than Nick Bosa.
Yeah.
So
they need another pass rusher outside of Chandler Jones.
Yes, and they need someone to fill the gaps and all that shit. So, what the hell? Why does it say... Okay, that's odd.
Well, we all know it's the 49ers.
Yeah, as you guys... Yeah, so the 49ers. Now, this is a little iffy here. They could go Josh Allen. They definitely need edge rusher. They can go with Sean Gary, maybe. But I don't know. Well... I kind of want to say Quentin Williams because of DeForest Buckner and Solomon Thomas, especially Buckner coming off a breakout season and using his versatility and everything. But a part of me just feels like they're going to get Allen, man. I mean, I feel like Allen's just too good to pass on.
Yeah, seriously.
So I'm thinking Josh Allen, number 2 overall pick. Seriously.
Absolutely.
Now hello? There we go. Okay, now the Jets. I have no reason why. Oh, no wonder our Wi-Fi is out. Of course it is. So, yeah, it is not going to be showing, unless the Wi-Fi wants to turn on throughout the video. It will not be showing the images, but you guys can see up here the pics and shit. So,
we got the Jets.
Who need edge rusher, offensive tackle, wide receiver, interior offensive lineman, running back, linebacker, interior defensive lineman, quarterback, and tight end.
See,
well, hold on. Who do the Jets have at defensive tackle?
Steve McLennan, but I think he'll be leaving.
Yeah, so...
And he's aging.
Yeah, so... I don't know. Well, the way I see it, since Josh Allen's off the board, they might have to go best player available here. That arguably could be Quentin Williams. You know, outside of maybe receiver, I don't really see who else they're going to get. They obviously got their quarterback. They could use a running back, but I don't know if Jacobs is going to be taken that early.
No,
Excuse me.
Not. Definitely not.
So, I'm thinking Quentin Williams here.
Yeah.
Fill in that gap for the defensive tackle position. Okay, now we got the Raiders, man. This is self-explanatory. I mean, they traded away Khalil Mack. They had, what, 13 sacks last year? They didn't average... They didn't even average 1 sack a game.
They need pass rush.
Sean Gary.
Yes.
Pretty self-explanatory.
All right, now we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Huh. See, they could use offensive linemen.
Desperately.
But
at the same time, man,
their defense is horrendous.
Outside of the defensive line, it's an abomination.
Especially their defensive backs.
Yes.
They need a cornerback. Desperately.
Yeah, now they have MJ Stewart, but Javon Hargraves is a bust. You know, he's not showing anything.
Javon, you mean Vernon?
Yes, whatever. Stop correcting me.
Well, get the fucking name right.
I know, shut up.
Anyway, Vernon Hargraves is a bust. Brent Grimes is leaving.
He's aging, so...
MJ Stewart and, who is it?
Carlton Davis, yeah. Outside of that, I mean, yeah, but they still need cornerbacks desperate. Now, I can see them getting offensive tackle here. I just feel like defense is a bigger need for them. Seriously. So,
yeah.
I feel like there's some quality tackles in the second round they could potentially get. So, with that being said, I think they go Greedy Williams here.
Yep.
Really fills a gap for the cornerback position, man. Big pick. Now we got the Giants, man. Offensive tackle, edge, cornerback, interior offensive lineman, linebacker, safety, quarterback, wide receiver, interior defensive lineman.
I think this is really a no-brainer.
I mean,
the Giants are far away from being a complete team, but there is one position that they need to think of their future. That's obviously quarterback.
and Eli Manning just sucks. They can't go Eli Manning too much longer, man.
No, they
sure,
can't.
you know, yeah, his consistent game streak is impressive. Outside of that, he ain't got shit. Outside of beating Brady twice, but other than that, he ain't got shit. They need quarterback. And Haskins, Odell, and Barkley, that's just fucking scary to think about.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Exactly.
Seriously. Okay, now we got the Jacksonville Jaguars, man.
I think they go Kyler Murray.
Really?
Yes.
I was thinking more so they're gonna go get quarterback in free agency. Nick Foles, Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, but again,
Trade for Jacoby Brissett, maybe.
This is pre-combine.
Indeed.
This is pre-combine.
You think Kyler Murray?
Yes.
I mean,
listen.
Really?
Listen. I do not think that Murray is a top 10 selection. I don't even think he's worthy of being top 20. I don't.
I agree.
Listen, I love his talent. I think he could be a very nice player in the NFL. I just don't think he's going to be an impact player. I don't.
Right.
He is a lot like Lamar Jackson, except only a little bit more poor.
So he's a poor man's Lamar Jackson, is what you're saying.
That's basically what I'm just saying, yes.
Now,
this is a Jaguars thing to do.
Yeah.
They selected Blaine Gabbert. Look what happened. They selected Blake Bortles. Look what happened.
Indeed.
I'm not saying Murray's going to be
a
lot like him, but they're
personally,
quarterbacks that look like they're going to be something, but they're not.
Personally, I would take Murray over Gabbert and Bortles all day, but me personally, I'm not high on Murray. It's not because of his size. You know, I feel like in today's NFL, size doesn't matter. Because look at Darren Sproles, look at Tyreek Hill, look at Wes Welker, for Christ's sake. Look at Antonio Brown, for Christ. You know, size don't. And Drew Brees is 6 foot. Russell Wilson was what, 5'10", 5'11"?
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, size don't fucking matter in the league. You know, many people are comparing Kyler Murray to Russell Wilson. I see it, but at the same time, I don't see it. I feel like Russell Wilson is leagues better than Kyler Murray. That may be us sleeping on Kyler Murray, and I absolutely hope so. I like to be proven wrong sometimes, especially when it comes to players like Kyler Murray, but I don't know. But I have to agree, Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
They need a quarterback to save their fucking life. So, yeah. All right, there we go. All right, now we got the Lions, man. They're about to lose Ziggy Ansah. I mean, kind of obvious here. I mean, they could use cornerback to help someone out, help Darius Slay and shit, but
they are getting rid of Glover Quinn, so they could use safety, but I don't think they're going to select safety this high.
Not this high, definitely
unless
not.
they trade back, then I can understand.
Right. But they need edge rushers, so I'm going to go Cleveland Farrell here. Now, Brian Burns, we could select Brian Burns, you know, and shit. But now I think Brian Burns is definitely increasing his stock by the day, especially with the combine coming up. I think he'll definitely increase his stock, but I don't think he's a top 10 pick, in my opinion.
At least not.
I'm not saying Cleveland Farrell is a top 10 pick, but from what teams and what players and what analysts are going to be projecting, that I think Cleveland Farrell could be the guy to go for Detroit here.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, now we got the Buffalo Bills, man. They need wide receiver, offensive tackle, interior offensive lineman, interior defensive lineman, edge, cornerback, running back, tight end, and linebacker.
And as you guys can see, you can actually see the logos of the NFL teams, because Spotify actually just came back on.
Yeah, so.
Holy shit, but yeah, the Bills, they need receiver. But yet again, they need offensive lineman.
Give Josh Allen, now, unless Josh Allen wants to go in early retirement, give this motherfucker a goddamn offensive line. Give this man some protection.
See,
God.
They need receiver, because all they got really is A. Jones.
But look, the wide receiver position is so stacked, so thick this season.
They can find a great one in the second or third.
Yeah, I mean, if the Kill Harry drops, you can go get him. If Kelvin Harmon drops, you can go get him. You can go get Hakeem Butler, David Sills. You know, those are a few guys that just come off the top of my head, man. So,
yeah,
A.J. Brown, maybe.
Yeah, they need offensive line, so I think they get Jawan Taylor.
Jawan Taylor?
He does have an injury, but I still feel like he'll be ready at the start of the season.
Yeah, I mean, I believe he did have a hamstring injury. I don't know what that was, but he does have a hamstring injury that might come into effect with the combine in his stock. I don't think a hamstring injury is really going to hurt him. I'm sure he'll be ready for training camp. It might hurt him a little bit in the combine because he's not going to be able to do most of the drills and shit, or at least as effectively as he usually would. But I think Jawan Taylor will still be ready for top 10 pick. So,
yeah.
And we got the Broncos, man. Quarterback, which I'm sure that we all know they desperately need. I don't know why they trade for Flacco. I mean, yeah, it may be, because they wanna help their future because they could still go quarterback here. They might want to help their future by having him set under Flacco and shit, which, hey, I understand. But, I mean, in my opinion, the Broncos are becoming the next Browns when it comes to quarterbacks. I mean, since John Elway, holy shit. Outside of Peyton Manning,
but that's because he's Peyton Manning.
Exactly. There's no success. Tim Tebow, fucking
Jay Cutler, Kyle Orton, Jake Plummer, Trevor Siemian, Paxton Lynch.
Who they traded up for, and I'm not even sure if he's on the fucking team.
Dude.
Brock Osweiler, of course. And now Case Keenum. And now Joe Flacco. Who's next?
Dude, John Elway
is a fucking idiot.
He's terrible at getting quarterbacks. He might as well just come out.
He's a good, pretty fucking much.
He might as well just come out of retirement and say, "Fuck it, I'll do this shit."
Yeah.
Man.
Now, I don't think they're gonna go quarterback here. I don't. Although we all know they definitely need it. But Chris Harris and Bradley Roby are about to be on their way out. The no-fly zone is gone. Aqib Talib is in L.A. Fucking Chris Harris, like I said, might be gone. Bradley Roby might be gone. T.J. Ward is out of there. I don't who the fuck they got in the secondary. Justin Simmons, Stuart Cravens, I'm a big fan of him. I love him coming out of USC, but he has massive injuries, especially concussion issues, to the point it almost forced him into retirement. So they need secondary to save their lives.
Exactly.
And
Darren Stewart's getting up there with age.
Exactly. So gotta go best player available here. When it comes to the safety position, that's DeAndre Baker. They desperately need a cornerback. Yes, seriously. So
they desperately need a cornerback.
Yes.
And I actually feel like they'll do one season with Joe Flacco, and that's it.
Yeah.
If anything.
And if anything, they'll probably go get a quarterback in the second round. Maybe
they tank the whole season and get Tua next year.
Or what's his name? Jake Fromm. And this is what I would do. If I am the Broncos, I would completely tank all next season and go get Tua Tagovailoa or Jake Fromm.
Yeah. Seriously. If they want a successor, then that's what you do.
Indeed, in my opinion, yeah. So
now Bengals.
Pretty self-explanatory.
See, hold. Listen, I think that they will go Devin White, but their new head coach has said that he wants to focus on the offensive line. Because that offensive line is fucking terrible.
If the Bengals pass up on fucking Devin White, then they should just...
I'm not saying this because I don't want the Bengals to select Devin White. I'm just saying it because of what their new head coach said. They need offensive line help, and that's what he said himself.
And who knows? Maybe they go get inside linebacker for agency because Preston Brown's on his way out. So... But since you said that, man, I don't know.
They could go Cody Ford, but at the same time, Devin White is a hard guy to pass up on. He really is.
He's in my opinion, top 10.
For this pick, I really don't know. I don't know if they're going to go Devin White because they need linebacker or if they're going to go Cody Ford because they need offensive line help. Desperate offensive line help.
Well, clearly, because Andy Dalton finished the season on IR.
Yeah.
First of all, you got rid of Andrew Whitworth, which... and now he's coming back for the 2019 season, so... Oh, my God. And then... your offensive line has been overrated and overpaid like shit. So...
See, I don't know.
It's got to be Devin White, right? It's got to be.
I guess.
If
maybe they go in free agency and get some offensive line help. You never know.
Maybe. I don't know, but Devin White definitely. So, okay, now we got the Packers. They need safety, edge, tight end, interior offensive lineman, wide receiver, offensive tackle, linebacker, and interior defensive lineman. I think they go edge here.
I think they go Brian Burns here.
Really?
Yes.
You think Brian Burns goes that early?
Yes, I do.
I was thinking more of a Ja'Kai Polite, but...
I don't think he goes that early.
Really?
I don't.
Really?
Yes. Listen, I love Polite. I think he'll be a great edge rusher in the league. I love his speed. I love his strength. I love what he does. But I think Brian Burns is a lot better than him. I really do.
No, I agree. Like, if I'm comparing the two, I'm thinking Brian Burns all day. Seriously. I'm just trying to...
They need someone to replace Clay Matthews.
Clearly. So...
plus, Matthews is leaving, I believe.
Yeah, he's going to free agency, so... Brian Burns, probably. Probably Brian Burns, yeah. They need edge, definitely, though.
All right, now we got the Miami Dolphins.
It's self-explanatory.
They need quarterback. They're getting
to save their life.
They're getting rid of Ryan Tannehill.
Now, who knows? They may go get Nick Foles, who I'm hearing that the Dolphins are now a favorite, apparently. I don't know. Or they go get Teddy Bridgewater. I mean,
nonetheless,
again,
this is pre-combine,
indeed.
So Drew Lock's going to go to Miami Dolphins as of right now.
Right now, the Falcons. I think this is pretty self-explanatory. Grady Jarrett's probably on his way out if he doesn't get tagged or if they don't come to an agreement. So Ed Oliver. Ed Oliver.
Ed Oliver. Oh shit! To the Falcons.
Yeah. Redskins need wide receiver. Hey, you want AB? Because he's on a trade block. Hit us up. Like now.
Yeah, seriously.
So, but anyway, yeah, they need wide receiver, interior lineman, safety, edge, quarterback, definitely, linebacker, cornerback, tight end, and interior defensive lineman. They need a whole new damn team, pretty much, outside of running back, because they got Darius Geis.
Yeah, and Adrian Peterson for his age still going.
Yeah. So, see, man, this I really don't know. I'm thinking they need offensive linemen. Now, yeah, they obviously need wide receiver, but
see, I think they go DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf?
Yeah.
They need receiver. I mean, who the fuck they got? Josh Doxson?
Hasn't lived up to his first round potential.
Jamison Crowder is on his way out.
Paul Richards is another slot guy at best.
So, yeah, DK Metcalf. And I feel sorry for him, but DK Metcalf. So, yeah. All right, now we got the Panthers, man. They need edge, offensive tackle, safety, interior offensive lineman, edge, interior offensive lineman again. Clearly, Cam Newton ended the season injured and on IR, I believe. You know what? Maybe people say they need edge. Julius Peppers retired. But they give this man Cam Newton some protection. Okay? If you want this man to have an MVP-like season like he did in 2015 or 2016, was it 2015 or 16?
15.
Was it 15?
15.
Yeah, you're right. I believe you're right.
15.
Yeah. Well, one of those seasons, you guys get me. Give this man offensive line help. Jonah Williams. And the fact that he dropped this early or this late, that's a steal. That's a steal. Seriously. Go save this man. Seriously. Okay. Excuse me. Now we got the Browns. Cornerback, interior defensive lineman, linebacker, wide receiver, offensive tackle, edge, tight end, and safety. Okay. Now, see, man, with the Browns, man, first of all, this is very unusual because we're not too, we're not used to the Browns selecting this late and shit. Yeah. So
and usually you technically know what they're going to get. Yep, they need quarterback. Yep, they need corner. Yep, receiver. All that shit. Technically, you really don't know what they're going to get here. Now, it's an unpredictable year for the Browns in the draft.
It is. Now, if I'm the Browns, I'm going cornerback because outside of Denzel Ward, who had a hell of a year, who the fuck they got? T.J. Carey. He was nothing more than a depth guy in Oakland, and he will remain a depth guy in Cleveland. Who else they got? I don't even know.
Exactly.
So, as much as it's going to pay me, Byron Murphy. Now, they could use interior defensive linemen. They have Myles Garrett, of course, Emmanuel Ogbah, Larry Ogunjobi. Do they run a 3-4 or a 4-3? I think they run a 4-3.
Or was it 3-4?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember
really can't remember. Nonetheless, I think they're going to go cornerback.
No, it's a 4-3. Is it? 4-3, yeah.
Okay, so, yeah, you're right. Yeah. I don't know. They could go Christian Wilkes here, though. See, man, this is tough. It's either between Byron Murphy or Christian Wilkes. Wilkins, goddamn.
See, you can't really pass up on Murphy. They need corner help. They need someone opposite of Denzel.
Yeah, you got.
As much as it pains me to say, because I love Murphy, and I hope to God he lasts.
And I hope Murphy's our guy, but I mean, I'm trying to be realistic here. And honestly, I feel like they can get interior defensive linemen in the second and third round. You know, Isaiah Buggs could possibly be a big pick in the second round. So, probably Byron Murphy. And it pains me to do that. So, yeah. There we go. Okay, now we got the Vikings, man. Interior offensive lineman and offensive tackle.
I think that is self-explanatory. They need offensive line
yes.
help.
Cody Ford.
Yes.
They also need quarterback. You know.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is robbing.
Kirk Cousins fucking sucks. Okay, he's overrated, clearly overpaid. Like, oh my god.
You know who Kirk Cousins reminds me of? Matthew Stafford. He can throw the ball nice and everything. He's got nice stats, but he can't win for shit.
I agree.
He cannot win for shit.
I agree. Seriously.
When it comes to big games, he can't do it. He can't do it.
Yeah. So, and he's honestly nothing. The only reason why Kirk Cousins is famous, or the only reason why he is noticed or acknowledged, is because of 3 fucking words. That's all. So.
Yeah.
Okay, now we got Titans, man. I feel like they definitely go edge rusher here. Brian Arakpo retired. They could use some offensive line help, but I think edge is definitely a big need.
Absolutely.
So, with that being said, Ja'Kai Polite, I feel like, is the main guy to go to.
Absolutely.
Okay, now.
Him and Harold Landry should be very scary.
Could be, man. Harold Landry was a big sleeper last year, so.
It was.
Yeah. Okay, now we got the
Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right. This is interesting because Byron Murphy's off the board. We could go linebacker. We can go edge. We could go tight end. You know, T.J. Hawkinson is right there. And I would be one of the main guys jumping out of my seat like SpongeBob when he got announced, well, when Squidward got announced for the fucking general manager position in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, saying, go get T.J. fucking Hawkinson. However, I don't know. Or we could go safety. We can go Nazir Adderley, which I would not mind whatsoever. I actually like Adderley. He reminds me a lot of Ed Reed. Or we could go wide receiver here. N'Keal Harry is definitely on the board.
Kelvin Harmon's still on the board.
Indeed. Or if we want it, we're not going to get Josh Jacobs. Hell no.
No, we don't need him.
I don't know. We really need corner, though. We really, really, really do. Clearly. Obviously. No doubt. We could use some linebacker.
See, I don't want to. I mean, there's Devin Bush. I'm growing by the day.
I don't think he's a top 20 pick.
There's just something about Bush that kind of throws me off. And trust me, it's not his size. Because there's a lot of small fucking linebackers that have fucking made an impact in the NFL. The guy that comes off the top of my head is Bobby Wagner. He's 6 foot, and he's probably the best linebacker in the league.
Yes. So
it's not his size, believe me. It's just something about him that just throws me off. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah. I have the same feeling.
And Mac Wilson, you know, I wouldn't mind him either.
Now, we could go corner. We could go. Honestly, I feel like if Byron Murphy, DeAndre Baker, and Greedy Williams are all gone, I feel like that if we want to go corner, I would go Awarrior from Penn State. Now, that could be considered a reach, but I can see him up or increasing his stock in combine.
Some NFL prospects and experts are actually saying that they believe that he will rank up from the combine. And some people are even saying that he is still worth a first-round pick.
Which I honestly kind of agree with. Now, at the same time, I don't want us to reach on another defensive back, you know, like we have the past few years.
This has got to be a realistic kind of thing, and this is what the Steelers tend to do.
Yes.
I mean, they did with Terrell Edmonds. Now, listen, I like Edmonds, but there were 2 other safeties that I thought were way better than Edmonds. And that was Jesse Bates
and Justin Reed, which I would have taken Justin Reed all day.
I don't know how Justin Reed lasted to the 3rd, but look what he did for the Texans in his rookie year.
Yeah.
He shined. Look at Jesse Bates. One of the most shining stars of that horrendous defense of the Bengals line.
Indeed. Now, granted, Terrell Edmonds, when we drafted him, wasn't supposed to be a day 1 starter because Morgan Burnett was supposed to be the starter, and Edmonds was supposed to be a project under Burnett for the most part, but, you know, Burnett can't stay healthy, and he was a fucking free agent bust, and I don't know why we haven't gotten rid of him yet, so, yeah. However, by the time this is uploaded, who knows, maybe he will be released. Hopefully. Please. Christ. I don't know. In my opinion, we're going to go either a Warrior or Mac Wilson here. Bob, I'm leaving the selection to you. You are Kevin Colbert. You are Mike Tomlin. You are Art Rooney II. You make the selection. The floor is yours.
I love Mac Wilson. I do. I personally, I think that he is better than Devin Bush. I do. Nonetheless, I think Mac Wilson and Devin Bush can both be great players in the league. I just find Wilson just a little bit better.
However, I would not be surprised whatsoever if Wilson were to fall out of the first round.
Right. Nonetheless, I'm a big fan of Wilson. You know, I'd be happy if we get him. But corner is our biggest need. And who's to say we don't sign a guy in free agency? There's a ton of linebackers that we can sign.
Corey Littleton, Quan Alexander, Jordan Hicks, just a few guys that come off the top of my head, man.
Guys that got nice speed and go sideline to sideline, good run stuffers, and great pass coverage kind of people.
Yes.
Guys that can make turnovers.
And the thing about it is that Kevin Colbert came out and officially said, and this is like the most, Captain Obvious statement of the goddamn century. We didn't do enough to replace Ryan Shazier. Well, no shit. You didn't even draft inside linebacker last year. So, with that being said, now we could go inside linebacker this year. But at the same time, with him saying that, he might be a little bit more open, a little bit more ballsy to go in free agency and go get someone like Quan Alexander or a Jordan Hicks or a Corey Littleton.
Right, or even if we trade and turn around, maybe he can try to get an inside linebacker from that trade.
Darren Lee, just saying. I know he has PED issues, but Darren Lee.
He's a young buck that's going to learn from him.
Yes, and he's young as fuck.
Listen, Thomas Davis has a lot of PED issues, but look at him.
Indeed.
He was a fucking baller for the Panthers his entire career.
Indeed. So, and I believe
not comparing Darren Lee to Thomas Davis, but I'm just saying.
Right.
Just saying. But nonetheless, I feel like that we need corner. I do.
That's obviously. So you're thinking.
I say Amani or Warrior.
Thinking Warrior.
I do.
Okay. Well, I actually have Lonnie Johnson over Warrior here, but I don't think Lonnie Johnson's a first-round pick.
I see him as a late second.
Is it working? There we go.
I feel like Warrior's stock will increase. He's got good size. He's got nice speed. His coverage is fantastic.
So you think
he's a very good press coverage kind of corner.
Indeed. And I wouldn't be mad whatsoever if we go Warrior. Man, I've been high on him for a while. So
I feel like his stock will rise. I do.
Yeah.
I love Warrior. I hope to God he becomes a Steeler. When I first saw his tape, when I first saw him in action, I wanted him immediately.
Yeah. How can you not, man? Dude,
and huge shout out to Steel Jedi for showing him to us.
Yes, seriously.
Ever since he showed us to him, we've been high on him
since. He's got incredible ball skills, man. It's crazy. So, okay, now the Seahawks, man. Earl Thomas is on his way out. I feel like this is explanatory. They could go edge rusher since Freddie Clark is out, but they need secondary. They need safety. Nazir Adderley is your guy, Seattle.
Yes.
In my opinion. Now, they could go Jonathan Abram, but I heard that he just got in some sort of trouble. I can't remember what it was.
I find Adderley better than Abram. I do.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't blame you. So, I believe Jonathan Abram was, got in trouble for something. I could be completely wrong. Unless I'm thinking of someone else. Maybe, I don't know. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking I'm more on the side of Jonathan Abram right here.
Really?
A little bit.
I see what you said. Abram's a hell of a player.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go Abram here.
All right.
So. Okay, now we got the Ravens, man. They need wide receiver, obviously. I don't want it to happen. They can go Marquise Brown. Hey, and Turner Brown's cousin. Please do. Would it suck to face him twice this season? Sure, but now they could go N'Keal Harry, who I actually think they're gonna get because they just released Michael Crabtree. So I feel like there's no better guy to get than N'Keal Harry. So, yeah.
I think they'll get N'Keal Harry. His stock would definitely rise.
Yeah, seriously. So, N'Keal Harry, and I would be pissed off if that happened, but okay. Yeah. All right, now we got. Okay, yeah, this is obvious. Give this man, give Deshaun Watson this protection. Okay, he's coming off a pretty good season, but he's coming off of the season where he got sacked the most. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
62.
So, and thing is that the Texans have never, ever had a good offensive line. When they became an expansion team and when they drafted David Carr got fucked. He got sacked 82 times or some shit in one season.
Yeah, the Texans have just been horrendous. The only good guy they had was Dwayne Brown, but he was kind of an inconsistent kind of lineman.
Yeah, so go get yourself an offensive lineman, please. Please.
Yeah, I think they go Garrett Bradbury right here. Or maybe even... No, I think they go Garrett Bradbury.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Andre Dillard, but
I think Bradbury's their guy.
yeah. So
he is their guy. Good guy, Texans.
Okay, now we got the Raiders. Oh, that's cool. They actually crossed out edge, man, because we are here on the NFLnetwork.com, where they have this apparently this new mock draft machine where you can select the picks for your team, or you can do a full first round mock draft, or you can do a full 3-round mock draft, or an entire mock draft for every team, man. So that's actually kind of cool, and it's cool that they actually crossed out the need because we already selected Rashawn Gary, so they crossed out edge there. So that's pretty fucking cool, man. Man, that's awesome. So I think we're gonna be using this platform and this website to do our mock drafts, not only for our first round mock drafts, but I think for the Steelers mock drafts as well.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, so they need corner, they need wide receiver, they need safety, they need linebacker. I mean, it's pretty obvious what the hell they need.
See, there's really no corners in the first round that I find to be taken.
Yeah.
In the first round. All the other first round corners are taken. So I think they should go receiver right here.
And also, I wouldn't be surprised if they go corner in free agency. I mean, they got Garyon Conley, who's honestly coming off a pretty good year. I think he's gonna have a nice third year. You think they're gonna go receiver here?
Yes.
Well, they obviously. I mean, who the fuck they have? Jordy Nelson, but apparently
he's aging. Seth Roberts, nothing but a backup.
Apparently he's on his way out though.
Exactly.
Marquez Brown, you are doomed for life. I'm sorry. Okay. Now we got the Eagles. Okay. All right. This is interesting. They need interior defensive lineman. Which I don't know why. They got Fletcher Cox. I believe they still have Timmy Jernigan.
I believe so, yeah.
So they could use some edge because what's his name? Brandon Graham might be on his way out. They definitely could use safety. They definitely could use running back since Jay Ajayi's on his way out as well. So
see, speaking of edge, I could see them selecting Montez Sweat here though.
Montez Sweat, really?
Yeah.
Really?
I really do, actually. I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. He actually looks like the prototypical Eagles pass rusher. You know. So you think Montez Sweat here?
Some reason I do, yeah. I mean, they could get Deontay Thompson. They could get Nazir Adderley. But I think they go Montez Sweat here.
Okay.
I really do. For some odd reason, I don't know why, but I feel like they're going to select Montez Sweat.
Yeah, and I know they have Michael Bennett. They still have Eric Barnett, but Michael Bennett's getting up there with age, and you can't really trust him off the field. So I'm going to agree with you. Montez Sweat. Now they could use safety. They need to, I'm not sure if McLeod's still going to be on the team next year. Malcolm Jenkins obviously getting up there with age, but they could address it in the second round, or maybe they address it because the safety class in free agency this year is fucking stacked to the point that if the Steelers don't make a move on at least one safety, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with them. It is incredibly stacked. I don't need to go over it. LaMarcus Joyner, Clinton Dix, Earl Thomas, Tyron Matt. I mean,
Landon Collins, all that shit.
It's fucking crazy. So, yeah, Montez Sweat.
Oh, now we got the Colts.
Interior defensive lineman. Outside of receiver, honestly, I feel like interior defensive lineman is really the only need that they could use. Maybe an extra safety. I don't know.
See, I would have them select Jeffrey Simmons here, but I do believe he suffered a torn ACL.
Did he?
I believe so.
Oh, shit.
I didn't hear about that. I believe it is Jeffrey Simmons. Correct me if I am wrong. But Jeffrey Simmons suffered a torn ACL, and he was bound to be a first-round pick. If he didn't get injured, I think the Colts will select him right here.
However, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really see Jeffrey Simmons as a first-round pick, to be real with you. If he was a first-round pick, he'd be very late, which is obviously here.
Yeah,
so.
But I don't think the Colts are going to reach for Jeffrey Simmons right here in the first round. So I think they're going to go with the next big thing, the next big need, and that's wide receiver. And I think they go get Kelvin Harmon. Outside of T.Y. Hilton, Jack Doyle, and Eric Ebron, they got no other fucking targets.
Yeah.
Andrew Luck needs targets. They need a good number 2 receiver. Chester Rogers, nothing but a slot guy. I think he got a rookie, but with Deion Kane, but we don't know how he is.
Yeah. So you think Kelvin Harmon?
Kelvin Harmon.
I agree.
They need a number 2 receiver badly. They need someone to take pressure off of Hilton.
Absolutely, and I agree. I completely agree. Okay, now we got the Raiders again. They need running back. Simply put, they need running back. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they do.
Josh Jacobs, you're doomed for life. I'm sorry. All right, now we have the Chargers, man. They need offensive tackle, interior defensive lineman, linebacker, cornerback, wide receiver. Okay. Denzel Perriman apparently is on his way out, apparently. So they really don't have any. I mean,
so
they might have a sleeper at linebacker that I'm not thinking of. I know they have Jadavius Brown. I know they have Kaiser White.
They're more,
I know they have
outside guys.
Yeah, I know they have Uchenna Nwosu, but like you said, they're more outside. So
I think they go get Mac Wilson here.
I agree, Mac Wilson. So yeah. Okay, now we got the Chiefs, man. They need cornerback. They clearly need defense. Like defense. Running back, yeah, but I honestly feel like they'll get running back in the second round. Who will that be?
Maybe Bryce Love.
Oh.
You never know.
You need to chill with your naughty mind, for real.
Yes, they need defense.
Yeah. They could go corner here, but like I said, there's not really any first-round corners anymore. So I think they're going to go safety, and that's the next best guy, and that's Nazir Adderley. Him and Eric Berry, holy shit.
Yeah, they're bound to make some turnovers.
Yeah. Okay, now we got the Packers again, man.
Number 30th pick.
Tight end. Jimmy Graham has not been himself since he left New Orleans. They need tight end. T.J. Hockenson. And if they're smart, utilize the rushing game. Use Aaron Jones. In fact, I actually think Aaron Jones will be a massive sleeper in fantasy to the point that, spoiler here for anyone that's joining our fantasy league next year, I am getting Aaron Jones. So, beware. So, utilize that rushing game. Please.
Yeah, they need to.
So, okay.
I think Rodgers got hurt early.
Exactly. Granted, that was some offensive line as well, and they could definitely address that.
But Rodgers keeps passing the damn thing.
Yeah.
That ain't going to help.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to utilize a rushing game. And Aaron Jones is a hell of a talent.
Yes, he is.
Same with their other running back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot his name, but I know who you're talking about, though. Either way, though, we got the Rams here. They need edge, cornerback, linebacker, safety. I honestly don't know what they're going to go here, man. They could go defense tackle because Ndamukong Suh might be on his way out. They could go edge because Dante Fowler's about to be on his way out. So, they could get a few needs here, man. With that being said, though.
See, I can see them getting Christian Wilkins because they do run a 4-3. If they do keep Suh, they may need another guy opposite of Suh.
I thought they ran a 3-4.
They run a 4-3.
I thought McVay switched it to a 3-4.
Oh, did he?
I think he did.
Oh.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but anyway, I think we're going to go Christian Wilkins here. Ndamukong Suh more likely will be on his way out, unless he was signed. But then again, this is before Combine, okay? Before the actual new league starts, which is...
so there could be new signings, new releases.
Right.
People's stocks could be rising, so this is just so far pre.
Yes, so we're going to go Christian Wilkins here. Okay, so... All right, now we got the Patriots. They need edge. They need interior defensive lineman. They need wide receiver. They need tight end. They need corner. They need linebacker. They need quarterback. They need safety. They need more prostitutes. So, let's see here.
As much as I hate to say it. Gronk is considering retirement.
Mm-hmm.
Noah Fant, go have yourself a career. You know you are.
Unless they want to go get Daniel Jones to help their future quarterback. But then again, Tom Brady's showing no signs of retiring. So
he wants to play until he's 45. The way I see it, it's happening.
It's happening at this point because
he's gonna do the Joe Rice effect where he's gonna play till he's over 40.
Yeah. So, with that being said, man,
Noah
Fant, have yourself a hell of a career, and please take it easy on us if we unfortunately have to go face you in Foxborough, or do we have to face them in Foxborough next year? Right? Fuck. Okay. Anyway, guys, that is the first round mock, finalizing your draft. Okay, so with the first overall pick, Cardinals select Nick Bosa. Then the 49ers come back and select Josh Allen. Then the Jets select Quentin Williams. Then the Raiders select Rashawn Gary. Then the Buccaneers select Greedy Williams. Then the Giants select Dwayne Haskins. And then the Jaguars select Kyler Murray. And then the Lions select Cleveland Farrell. Then the Bills select Jawan Taylor. And then The Broncos select DeAndre Baker, and then the Bengals select Devin White, then the Packers select Brian Burns, then the Dolphins select Drew Lock, then the Falcons select Ed Oliver, and then the Redskins select DK Metcalf, then the Panthers select Jonah Williams, then the Browns select Byron Murphy, then the Vikings select Cody Ford, then the Titans select Ja'Kai Polite, then the Pittsburgh Steelers select Amani Aurorier, and then the Seahawks select Jonathan Abram, then the Ravens select N'Keal Harry, and then the Houston Texans select Garrett Bradbury, and then the Raiders come back and select Marquez Brown, then the Eagles select Montez Sweat, and then the Colts select Calvin Harmon, and then the Raiders come back with their last pick with Joshua Jacobs, and then the Chargers select Mack Wilson, then the Chiefs select Nazir Adderley, then the Packers select T.J. Hawkinson, and then the Rams select Christian Wilkins, and then the Patriots come back and select Noah Fant. So that is our first full round mock draft, guys. Let us know your guys' thoughts, comments below. We'll be back with another full first round mock draft after the combine, and like I said, possibly one before or the day before the actual draft, which is slowly but surely coming upon us, which is fun.
And I am extremely excited for it.
Incredibly. So, anyway, guys, that is our first round mock. Give us your guys' thoughts. And if you guys have a full first round mock yourself, go ahead and put it in the comments below. Love to hear from you guys. Love to see you guys' opinions and shit. So, with that being said, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you later.
Peace!